Transition to tennis. The French Open just completed yesterday. What a tremendous tournament that it was, both on the men's and the women's side. Again, these Grand Slams, there are 4 Grand Slams every single year, every single time. They present tremendous, tremendous matches. Such a privilege and a pleasure to watch these professionals play at the highest level. And Rafael Nadal continued to shatter the mold and extend his historical mark, claiming his 22nd Grand Slam men's singles open title, his 14th men's singles French Open title at Roland-Garros, which is unparalleled. No one is even close or within sniffing distance to where he is. He defeated the 8 seed Casper Ruud in straight sets 6-3, 6-3, 6-0. The guy has just been absolutely tremendous. He already has a statue erected outside of court, Philippe Chatrier, which is impressive given the fact that he is still playing. He's an active player and he's still alive, which is paying someone the ultimate compliment. And he just continues to cement his legacy as one of the top 2 greatest tennis players of all time. I think that there are a lot of people in his camp that believe, not just in his actual camp, but amongst fans, that believes that he is the greatest of all time. And I certainly think that he continues to distance himself from the pack, and his slab it hasn't fully hardened yet. I think his slab of stone is still it's still kind of forming. It hasn't dried out yet. And there was so much discussion going into the last couple days about the exhaustion levels of Nadal, the fact that he had to outlast Ajoie Aliassime in the 4th round and going through Djokovic in 4 sets, and then even Zverev, who had to retire early in the semifinals. But by the time Zverev retired in that tiebreak in the 2nd set, the match had still already lasted a full 3 hours. So all these question marks about what his endurance level would be. And Nadal is just incredible because the guy is absolutely relentless. The passion, the urgency, the determination that he was playing with throughout this entire tennis tournament, he just seemed impregnable and impervious to any obstacles that were going to be thrown in his direction in this year's 2022 French Open. It seemed like destiny and fate for him. It felt like a revenge tour at the French Open, having to go through Nadal, going through Djokovic en route to winning this Grand Slam. It's pretty amazing what he was able to do. And I will say this. I do want to give a shout out and a congratulations to Casper Ruud, because this is a guy who's an up-and-coming 23-year-old Norwegian tennis player. Said Nadal's been his idol since he was a kid. And to be ranked in the top 10, to have reached his first ever career Grand Slam final is a major, major accomplishment. And he had a hell of a tournament. And I don't want to be dismissive of that at all, because what he did was incredible. But I think with the exception of himself and his camp, everyone else, I think, truly believed that Nadal was going to win this match. There wasn't a single person outside of he and his camp who I think really thought was going to win this match. And that's no knock on him. It's just the feeling that these greats give you. And that's what's made them so great, is anytime they step onto, in this instance, a clay court, you just get the sense they're going to win. And Nadal, what's interesting about this matchup, and obviously there wasn't a smidgen of doubt throughout the entire day with Nadal, because really he dominated from start to finish. The only time that Ruud had a brief moment of an advantage was in the 2nd set. He had broken Nadal early, was up 3-1, and was serving up 3-1. And that was the only time where perhaps Nadal was facing a little bit of adversity in the 2nd set. But again, there there wasn't much questions. There, his potential for winning this match wasn't really in question, in my opinion. And I've always said this about Nadal. He's the most powerful and physical tennis player that I've ever witnessed. The demand and the tax that this guy plays with on your body, it's something that we've never seen before. And the one thing that you can't do against Nadal is try and overpower him. You are not going to overpower Nadal. That plays right into his game. The only reason why some of the other greats like Djokovic and Federer have had the success that they've had against Nadal hasn't simply been because they're trying to overpower Nadal. It's because obviously they can hit winners on both sides. Their accuracy is spot on, and they're extremely consistent, and obviously can hit winners off their backhand and their forehand side. Ruud, unfortunately for him, he couldn't out consistent Nadal. He couldn't hit